Ain't even like that. Just trying to match my swag. 'Cause I'm so cold. Ain't even like that. Just trying to match my swag. 'Cause I'm so cold.
Greetings, y'all. This is Priestess Monjasola. I just want to let you guys know about my free mentorship, When Magic is Black Academy. It is a 12-week, intense, fast-paced mentorship, okay? It's going to be about Ifa, Hoodoo, and metaphysical spirituality, okay? It is awesome, an awesome way to begin your healing, to begin remembering who you are and why you are, okay? You guys, make sure you guys check out the link in my bio before you go ahead and check that out. I mean, why not? It's free, all right? But it is work. So come in and ready to work. You have daily assignments and assignments that you need to get done in 3 tiers, all right? It's definitely worth it. I've been helping a lot of people. I started my own mentorship, okay? So this is all about what Priestess Monjasola is teaching you, okay? So go ahead, click the link in my bio, get into this 12-week free mentorship. It's going to help you in your healing and remembering who you are. Peace. So today is Ose Ogun, and I want to talk about Ogun and the birth that he experienced, that his mother experienced when he came onto the world, okay? So this is called Ogun, your birthright and your birth. So I'm going to talk about a pataki that speaks about his birth when he was born. It said that Ogun was a child that will forever give them the worst trouble this world has ever known. When in labor, her pains was so huge, okay? They began so large that a large eruption also became in a volcano called Binu Plateau in northwest Nigeria, okay? So the same time Ogun was born, this large volcano in Nigeria erupted as well at the same time. They say that this huge eruption that happened was when Pangea, when all the continents together, this caused the continents to divide, okay? It was here that Yambo, which is his mother, decided to give birth to her Omo, which means child. Amidst the eruptions of the volcano, her Omo was born and baptized with the name Ogun. It was then that the metals from the lava of the volcano were formed. His name represents metals of the world, and for this reason he was born in the volcano. Adudua, his father, and Yembo, his mother, had assigned him as well as the provider of meat for the kingdom. Ogun was strong, tall, dark, and handsome. His body covered in pure muscle and bloodthirsty character did not help him accept the gain to his position in hierarchy within the kingdom. His fury and his thirst for blood was enough for the inhabitants of the kingdom to respect him. With Ogun's birth came even greater threats, such as the vices and wars. Now, war became a symbol for Ogun. He seemed to live within it throughout time. Ogun's birth also propelled the earth towards development, like technology, and soon progressed rapidly, which became beneficial to all. Ogun was not all bloodshed, nor war or vice with him was born of the qualities of some good and some bad, okay? Ogun was also known for his time to retreat of the world as well, a time of solitary reflection and solitude from the world. There's another pataki where Ogun was upset with the people and how they were fighting amongst each other instead of working with one another, that he just slayed the whole village, and in shame he ran away from the world. Okay, so that's his time of solitude and reflection in what he did. All right, so I want to talk about the birth within us. Okay, so like I said earlier, when Ogun was born, it was when the volcano Bio Plateau in Nigeria was erupting. Just like the eruption of hot lava into metal, so is a woman's ring of fire as her amniotic fluid prepares her little one to pump the metal of iron on its own. At the time of birth is when one chooses their ori, their purpose in this lifetime.
Now, the relationship between an avatar, which is our human body, and their Ori, which is their heavenly body, is extremely vital. We must strive to reach a state of divine oneness. This oneness comes about when one's Ori, our earthly consciousness, is developed and elevated to the unification of one's Aponi, which is your heavenly consciousness. Okay. This relationship sometimes will take a lifetime to master. After mastering the body and walking, talking, and its five senses, we then graduate to master of the self, of the soul. This is where we put away our childlike dreams and give birth to the dreams of who we want to be when our souls grow up. Now, many get caught up by who they want to become, who they want to be. Their elders try to mold them, try to instill an image of the child's mind, in the child's mind, of who they are expected to be by a generation who has repeated the same thing, the same cycle. Now, this only gives birth to disassociation to self, disassociation to their path, and even sometimes their family by feeling this pressure of becoming who they're expected to be. This disassociation gives birth to depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and even sometimes laziness. A spiral of nothingness and darkness. Now, what must be realized is that we was formed in darkness. It was in darkness where we became life, where we became light. That darkness was the portal, the gateway of our promise to be birthed through. Now we must remember where our heavenly body resides and respect that we are just the avatar. Our mission here is not to become attached to the laws of this lower dimension, but to utilize it to divine law to perform the alchemy necessary to manifest our true dreams and purpose. Okay. So using our divine law, the divine law that we use that to perform alchemy here, okay, to manifest what we're supposed to do, which is our dreams and our purpose here. Every day, every moment, we're giving birth to new thoughts. Those thoughts manifest into our reality. We must mind our thoughts and the things that have influenced or infiltrated our minds. Now, have you ever minded your thoughts, your words? Have you been real with yourself, with the reality that you create by your thoughts, by your words? No matter the influence or the infiltration that you experience, it's up to you to rid the virus that's trying to attach and consume you. It's no one's responsibility but yours. You could read all the books, have all the mentors. It's still up to you to apply yourself and birth a better vibration. We have to be sharp as metal, like the Queen of Swords in tarot, cutting things off, thoughts, people that no longer serve our path and our purpose. Like the metal sword that Baba Ogun holds, we are to clear the way and make a path that is safe for you to walk forward on your path. When we were children, our imaginations birthed a world that we truly thought existed. Anything was possible. A brand new human being just touched down from the energy of source. Brand new. When our heavenly body is much more in the know and in control than our little hands and feet. So us being newborns and little children, we just came from source. So our memory is much stronger with that energy and vibration. And this is why our imagination and our faith soars at those ages, okay? So we have to remember that we should never lose our faith, never lose our imagination as when we were a child. But trauma, which was an attack on us, that makes us forget and birth disassociation. This is the story and the foundation of many of the chosen and many of the elect. Now, let's talk about our birthright. It is our birthright to be blessed and multiply. Multiply what was given to us from those of our lineage before us. to make better with what they had and provide a better condition and opportunity for our future generations. A lot of us have birthrights that are spiritual gifts. We are to give birth to these gifts to help out our family and the collective. Just like in the womb, these gifts are hidden in the dark, okay, waiting to be formed, molded like clay, and preparing to come to life in the light. Now, some of us lack the insight and know that we're even pregnant with these spiritual gifts, just waiting to take form and mold it, then birth it. Birth, not birth it. Now, this is because life was not spoken into these gifts from an elder from the same lineage, all right? Or death and fear was spoken into these gifts from the same lineage. Now, both of those instances are diabolical, okay? You have a lot of people who grow up and speak these fears into children, allowing them not to reach their full potential because they didn't reach it themselves, okay? Or they feel it's taboo, or they feel it's against the Lord Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints, okay? So we have to mind how we speak into our children. We have to mind those words that were speaking to us as children to deter us off our path, okay? Even your family members, your elders, and those of your lineage could be agents set to throw you off, okay? It's up to you to dig deep, to know who you are, why you are, and what you contain. Some can get a reading, some can go sit on a mat with a babalawo or a yanifa, but it's still up to you to get your hands dirty to do the work, to go through the birthing pains and the labor and push through and out this birthright. It's in you. You're supposed to birth this blessing and this birthright. Whatever this birthright may be, it could be life altering, DNA shifting, and change a generational curse. Now, what will you do to prepare for this labor? Will you birth this naturally, or will you birth this with the aid of science? The world is mathematics. The all is mental. Do you have the mentality of which you were birthed from? You who were created in the image of the Most High, have you truly discovered all your powers? Again, we have to tap in, dig deep, and seek yourself in the dark and birth what is not only meant for you, but also meant for your bloodline. Now, today I challenge you to breathe deep as you push through labor. Give birth to your wildest dreams, to the blessing that is cultivated in you, for you, by you. Stop carrying the heaviness of pregnancy and allow your blessing in the light of the living. Stop carrying the fear, the worry of others who aborted their own blessing due to the lack of knowledge of self. So when are you due? When is your due date of your blessing? What are you doing to prepare your birth date? How are you nurturing your seed? How are you accumulating the waters for change, your amniotic fluid? What is your spiritual temperature? What would it be when your volcano erupts? How high will your vibration be when you push out your blessing for your harvest? Now, if you haven't thought of these questions, if you haven't fully assessed yourself, fully assessed what truly lies in the darkness of your womb, the lower half of your ocean, this is where your birthright resides, okay? Just like Baba Olokun. Now, if you haven't digged deep into the darkness to find the light in you, I urge you to dive deep. I urge you to give birth to your blessing. That is your birthright. Now, diving deep and digging deep takes time. You have to be patient with yourself, but you have to do the work. One of those things that can birth these blessings or remind you of these blessings is deep meditation. Not meditation for 5, 15 minutes. This is 30, 40 minutes, even an hour sometimes, okay? Activating this thing activates your third eye, opens the portal even wider with your ori to your higher consciousness, to your higher self, all right? We have to remember who we are. Things that happen in our life, like I said earlier, are to deter us from who we are, and what we're supposed to become. It is up to us to remember what we chose when we came into this world. We chose everything, from the traumas to the ups, the downs, everything. This is for our soul's growth and our soul's purpose. Because the goal is to stay up there with the ancestors and stay up there with the Most High. So a lot of times that we're repeating this life is because we didn't get it right. Because we allowed those things that we chose to experience, especially the trauma, to overtake our humanness. Okay. So I urge you guys to really buckle down, dig deep, and find yourself and remember who you are and birth these things that are your birthright. Ashe? Ashe.
I don't have a question, but I do want to say like that definitely spoke to me. This is and I'm traveling, so excuse me if you hear in the background, but yeah, like, and my birthday is coming up on April the 11th, and like I'm detoxing, and you know what I'm saying, and Happy New Year, everybody that celebrates the New Year, whatever. And it's like for me, like I'm cutting off a lot of things, and I'm not even saying it, and I've always been that type of person, but it's like this is like going harder. And then when you said about the trauma, like I could say with this mentorship and the Thursdays, like writing a letter and forgiving, like I've been healing with the trauma more than I thought that I was already healed from it. So for you saying that today, it really definitely personally spoke to me. So like I was over here definitely Ashan and felt like, I don't know, you know how you go to church and you be like, that sermon was for me. Like that's how I felt when you was speaking. It's like it is time for a new thing. It's just, you gotta let stuff go. You can't be imprisoned by the stuff that you had happen to you or what people think or whatever, because like people live their life and they're going to try to stop you from living yours. And at the end of the day, one of my favorite sayings I always say is I did it my way, and I'm still doing it my way. And it was just like hearing that, it just even more, I'm still doing it my way, and spirit is still allowing me to do what I do, and I appreciate where they came from today.
Ashe. I'm happy to hear this, baby. Thank you so much. So I'm happy you're here, and I want you to keep continuing to come. Okay, my babies, if you don't have any more questions, you guys are good to go. You guys make sure you guys send me pictures of your offerings. Go ahead and post it in the chat. Let me see what you guys did. If you guys went to the palm oil store today, go ahead and get that to the African store. Do what you need to do. If the African lady said, what you know about that? Tell her it's Baba Ogun Day, and then let it go. Because they be questioning why American Blacks are in their store getting palm oil. Okay. Thank you, Ebony. All right, my babies. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. I want you guys to really, really think about this. This is the foundation of my mentorship. It's for you guys to truly be activated, to remember who you are, to clear these traumas so your path is open so that you can walk in your purpose. Okay. We are all a part of each other's journey, and I'm blessed and honored that you guys chose to have me as your mentor and to be a part of your guys' journey. It does really mean a lot. Okay. We're building an army here for our collective and for the world. All right, my babies. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all later. You're welcome. Bye.
No carbon copy. Ain't even like that. Just trying to match my swag. 'Cause I'm so high.